Hey folks, DJ with the Rapscore Garage, and I built myself a battery pack for when I go camping. It's mobile, portable. It's kind of heavy, weighs about 80 pounds total, but it has a really big deep cell 12 volt battery in it. But it also has a 750 watt inverter, and I'm going to add to it today just a couple of quick charge 3.0s for USB and a couple of cigarette lighters just in case. But I don't think I ever put out a video on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the charger first, my whole setup, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and put those new plugs in and see how it all plays out. Alright, we'll go ahead and start with the solar panel here. This is a battery tender 5 watt, and it's not nearly enough. I mean, not even close. It's good at keeping the battery topped off, and that's about it. You're not going to be, getting any good aggressive charges with it. So I ordered a 60 watt solar panel that's coming in, and I think that should be more than enough. But right now this is what I'm using, and it should, my other solar panel should be here, I don't know, tomorrow I think it is. So, but yeah, just so you know, it is solar charged, so it'll keep it going. Alright, let's get the unit out here and let you have a quick tour of it. So here it is. I've got it in a Stanley FatMax toolbox, and I don't remember the dimensions on this. I'll put it down in the bottom of the screen once I find them, but so you should see it right below. But yeah, I've had this thing forever, probably 15 years or more, and I don't really use it for a toolbox anymore, and I just had it sitting around, so I thought, I'm going to make me a portable battery pack. So I took that and kind of modified it and did some things, and it was very useful. The last time I went camping, everybody seemed to want to use it, and I used it a lot myself. And like I said, it has a 750 watt inverter in it, so I can, plug things into it. It's not going to run a 1500 watt heater or anything, but it will definitely run a heater at 500 watts if your power goes out. It's not going to be, you're not going to be super warm, but you'll get something, But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's how it looks closed up. And let's get a picture of the handle here. Oops, sorry about that noise. Yeah, the handle pops up like that. And I just put some of this on it so I get a better grip on it. And the whole thing opens up, so I'll go ahead and show you that here in a second. Well, you've seen what it looks like from the front. Just, kind of all closed up and ready to be packed up somewhere and taken to the campground or what have you. And here's what it looks like when you open it up. So if you notice down at the very bottom, you've got the battery. And again, this is it's a 12 volt marine deep cycle battery, 660 co-cranking amps. And I've basically ran these main battery wires up into the top of it. And up here has a tray with an extension cord and a 750 watt inverter. So now I can, I don't know, again, I've never used this for an extended period of time, so I don't really know how long I can actually go with something. And of course it all depends on how many watts it's pulling and things like that. But yeah, I know for sure my 5 watt solar panel was not doing the trick. Again, good for keeping the trickle charge, not good for charging it, actually charging the battery. So there's the inverter and the plug. So what I would do before was the inverter has some USB plugs on it too. So I would just run my cord up through here, and you can just lay the phones in here and charge them. Well, what I want to do now is I want to drill some holes in this location, which would be just inside of here, and put those plugs so people don't even have to open it up. They can just plug right in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a switch on them so that, because they are lit up in blue, so I'm going to put a switch on them that turns them off if they're not being used. That way they don't draw power, you know, because the LED, while it won't draw much power, will draw power. So I'm going to put a switch on each one, and yeah, there we go. So what I got in here is my multimeter, some battery tender accessories, some Windex wipes for the solar panel itself, some extra phone charger cables, and then here's all my switches and plugs I'm going to be installing right now. So, yep, now on this side it's an extended USB in case I need that for anything, and then down below I also have an extended, I think it's 25 feet for the battery tender. So that will, you know, I'm going to hook my solar panel, my new solar panel coming in, I'm going to hook up to so that it uses that same connection, so that if I need to hang it in a tree or something, I've got 25 feet of cable that I can do that with. And then attached to the battery is the fused link for the battery tender connection. So, oh, I forgot this. This is the battery tender, the battery monitor. It tells you basically how much, you know, battery life you still have, how many volts are there, and it tells you, where'd it go? Oh, it's supposed to tell you the degree, how many, you know, how warm it is, but it's not doing that for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to take that and also mount it. I think I'm going to mount it right here, so that I can easily see it and not have to worry. Maybe I'll put it right there. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to put it somewhere right up in here so you can easily see it. But yeah, that's it. That's how I set it up. And again, I've also got a hole drilled over here with a plastic flap on it. Let me show you that real quick. The way I did this is kind of interesting. So I drilled a hole in the side of it here. You can see that. And then I took an inner tube and cut a piece out so that, you know, while it's not waterproof, the water won't get up into that hole. And I can take the cable, my battery tender cable, and it goes right into that hole. Goes right into that hole, and then I'll be able to, you know, charge the battery up with the whole thing closed. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so if there are guys out there watching this video that are, you know, more knowledgeable on this stuff as far as running battery backup and power packs, I know you can go out and buy a power pack that'll last you however long, but none of them would be as strong as this. So I wanted to make one that was really good, and if you guys, you know, think of something I can upgrade, make better, if you think my inverter's too small, too big, let me know. Because I don't know a lot about this. I just started doing it and putting it together, and this is what I ended up with. So yeah, let me know if I've done something wrong, or if there's a better way I can do it. So here's what we're going to be putting in. This is a dual plug quick charger 3.0, and it's made to go into like you can replace your cigarette lighter with this thing. But I've also got the cigarette lighter plugs. We're going to put 2 of each in. So we got 2 USBs, 2 ports. So I can actually get 4 phones charging, or items, you know, battery packs, you know, the small portable battery packs that people can put in their pocket. You could be charging those all day off of that large battery, and then by evening you know you've got it. Or if somebody forgot to bring, you know, if they don't have a USB, or they need to plug in an air compressor or something, they can use these regular cigarette lighter 12-volt ports. And these are all waterproof. All of them. It says marine right there on them. And then I got these waterproof switches. I'll tell you what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. One of each per plug, per switch. Now we need to find out where we're going to put our plugs. I'm going to put one of each on each side with the switch right next to it, so it's obvious what the switch does. It looks like from the bottom of this to the top of that is right at about 5 3/4 inches. So I'm not trying to make it exact or perfect, because this is not, you know, it's for campsite, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I want the center of the plug to be, it looks like at 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to take and mark that for this top one, 1 1/4 inches. I'll say right there. And that's just a guesstimate. And then we want the next one to be, looks like right at 4 inches. Should be fine. So let's go with right around 4 inches. So let's go to a full inch. We'll go to 1 inch. So this will be my spot. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so it's 1 inch in. So let's just go straight down. And we'll say about right there. Is that about right? Let's see. Yeah, there we go. 1 1/4 inches. Go ahead and 1 1/4 inch hole. Tear off the excess. There we go. We've got all 4 plugs in now. We're going to go ahead and get our switches going, and then we're going to wire everything up. So, well, I figured a switch for each of them is just overkill. I mean, honestly, it would be fun to do and be nice, but I think I'm just going to put one on each bank. They'll all still be individually fused, so, you know, if this one blows, then this will still work, and so on and so forth. But I'm just going to put one switch. I'm going to go right there for the switch, right in between both of them. And of course my drill wants to travel on me. There we go. Same thing over here. Alright, now these have a little rubber washer, and then the actual switches, or the cover for the switch itself. And we'll just slide those both on and tighten it down. There we go. It's time to start wiring up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the positives, and as you can see, each one is fused. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all 4 of them, cut the ends off, and then we're going to connect them to the power wire here, which is going to the inverter. That way I don't have to run wires all the way down to the battery, since you got the big cables coming up all the way through here anyway. So I'm going to cut all 4 of these off, put a new end with a bigger eyelet on it, and then we'll run those straight to the battery. There it is. You can see it sticking out a little bit. Now same thing. Just smash it like you should be smashing that like button right now. Like I worked that in there. And the subscribe button. Alright, there we go. We got the positives ready. We can go ahead and hook them up. And again, each one's fused. So we're good to go there. They're not going to affect each other if one of them blows. Here's where it gets fun. I need to take these two negatives and put it into the switch down there. Over here. These two wires, I don't know if you can see them. Well, not both of them. One of them. I need to take these two wires and hook it up to one of these. Then I'm going to, on the switch itself, I'm going to take the other wire and just run it straight to the negative over here, which goes straight to the negative of the battery. And there we go. We've got the wires, the ground wires are now soldered together. They're not going anywhere. Now I have these two wires going to the switch, which need to run to the negative to the battery. So this is not the battery, I know, but there's a battery cable back here that goes to the battery. So all I need to do now is hook these up to another cable or wire and then plug them in here, and we are done. That's it. We've got it all buttoned up. Like I said, each positive wire has its own fuse. I'm all grounded out. This wire here goes to the negative and then splits off into the switches, and then the switches, the negatives for the plugs themselves are there, so the negative goes through the switches, not the positives. And we are ready to turn it on, see if it works. Well, there it is. You can see the LED readout is on for both of them, which tells me it's got power. So hit the switch. Now they're off. Now they're on. There it is. Got it all set up. We're all done. Now I have, instead of having to open up the whole thing just to charge some phones or plug in a, an air compressor, just press that button and you got power. Same here. And that's it. Yeah. If y'all like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And if you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you know anybody who might want something like this, share the video with them. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to do, not really expensive. I think with the battery and everything, I spent maybe around $200. So it's not hard to do, it's not expensive, it's just, planning it out more than anything. And this works great. It lasts, the battery lasts a long time. You can charge 100 cell phones with it probably. I don't even know. It's a ridiculous amount of cell phones. But, I wanted to show you this too. I got this LED light from my work, and basically when you plug it into a USB, there we go, it comes on. So I could actually leave that there so that at night people can see where it is. Pretty neat, huh? I'm going to throw that in the top before I forget. Alright folks, I'm going to call it there. Y'all have a good one.